exhaust button on. Hopefully you can hear that change. Off. On. Hopefully you can hear that deeper growl. Mental. Set off an alarm at the rate we're going. Following the last video I did on my Jaguar F-Type, I announced that I'm keeping the car. I'm paying off the balloon. I'm going to keep it. May keep it forever. But if I do plan on doing that, this car is already starting to be slightly outdated. And there's a few things that I want to do to now future-proof the car if I'm definitely going to keep it forever. So I thought I'd talk you around the car on some of the things that I'm going to be changing, and obviously I'll take you along over the next couple of weeks as I get those things implemented onto the Jaguar F-Type. First off, inside with the interior of the first thing that I'm planning to update. So the first thing I'm planning to update, and you actually can't really see it very well, so I'll have to bring the camera around here, is the infotainment screen. Now, I've got a few options that I can do, and actually if you've got any form of F-Type, whether that be the 2013, the 2017, the 2020, all of which can get upgraded. Now, there's no reason to update the 2020 F-Type because that's already got the 10-inch screen. But if you've got the 2013 or the 2017, so like this original shape, then you can update the infotainment systems or add on benefits that you want. So obviously the one thing that I want is CarPlay. Now I'll be honest, it hasn't bothered me massively since I've owned the car, but my partner has recently purchased about a year now, has had a Polo GTO with CarPlay, and I bought a little stick for Christmas that made it wireless, and actually that does make a massive difference. So I want wireless CarPlay, not wired, wireless CarPlay in the F-Type. Now my plan is not to upgrade the screen to the 10-inch screen, is actually just to keep it the current screen. I've watched a couple of videos already, and if you hold the home button, it'll update the screen to the new to get Apple CarPlay. So you can hold the home button and then it'll switch to CarPlay. So that's kind of what I'm thinking of doing. So that's the first thing that I'm looking to do. In regards to the interior itself, there's nothing else really I'm looking to update, in all honesty. I'm quite happy with everything else. I think the interior is fairly modern, and actually being just sat here looking at the interior, the seats, there's much more that I would want to change on the inside. But yeah, CarPlay is the first thing. The cost of CarPlay is around £500. I've had a look online, and it tends to be about 550 quid, and I'm hoping that is the wireless version because yeah, with phones changing all the time, my partner has a lightning connector, I have USB-C, it just becomes a faff. You got like 4 different cables in the car just to plug a phone in. So that's the first thing. I want to add CarPlay to the car. Now I'll be honest, I've spoken about this a couple of times. I've never been that impressed with the lights on the car. Obviously at night, not during the day. But having the Velar and a few other cars, my dad's got a Volvo XC40, auto high beam assist at night just makes such a big difference. And weirdly, the stalks are quite far away, so you would have to take your whole hand off the wheel to bring it back. I haven't got the reach to pull the stalk back in, so I end up blinding the cars coming towards me. And if there's a BMW coming towards me, I literally can't see a thing, and they put their lights on full beam, and suddenly I'm in a bush before you know it. So yeah, auto high beam assist. Now I had a look online, I can upgrade the rear view mirror, which comes with the attachment, which is about £650. I don't know if there's any software upgrades that are needed on top of that, but yeah, it gives you an idea. And to me, it'll just make a massive difference at night and just make the car more convenient to use. Obviously, as I mentioned, keeping the car, I want to make sure that it is more convenient. I don't want to be in a position where I'm not taking this car purely for the fact that I'm thinking, oh, it's just going to be a bit of a pain. So yeah, having that done will just mean that I'll be able to use the car more, and in the winter months as well. Now we're actually coming out of winter, finally, sort of. Today is actually a really nice day. Still about 4 degrees, but the sun is out and we have blue sky, which is a rarity here in the UK. So it's not going to be so much of an issue for the summer coming, but lights are coming to an upgrade of auto high beam assist. Now I'm lucky, I've got the LED lights which came standard on the 2017 shape. If you went 2013, I believe you can upgrade to these. It's around £2,000 each side, I believe. So yeah, it is quite a lot of money. I don't know what the xenon lights were like, but yeah, maybe it's worth the upgrade, maybe not. But yeah, for me, auto high beam assist is definitely something I'm looking into. Now, I'm quite happy with these wheels. I probably should have cleaned the car first before doing this, but I'll get to that another day. I'm quite happy with these wheels. These were the sort of wheels that I wanted. When choosing an F-Type, I mean, obviously I bought mine used, so I shopped the market. I must have been shopping for about a year to find the perfect spec. I looked at loads of different ones. I looked at 2 black ones, this and a previous one. I drove a 400 Sport, but at the time it was out of budget. I drove a grey one, but the history was a bit dodgy. It had been to Germany, missed some services, not even with just locals, just, yeah. So I didn't do that one either. But these are the wheels that I actually quite like. But upgrading and changing just the visuals, even just having that dot has made a massive difference. Now, that dot does need to be bigger, so that will happen. But I am thinking about changing the alloys on here to something a little bit more punchy, just to give the car a bit more of a difference, I suppose. Again, the biggest thing I added, the reason for the dot and the surround on the front grille, was just so I could spot my F-Type in amongst a meet of loads of other people. If you go to a Jaguar Breakfast Club, there are lots of F-Types and it's great to connect with so many people, but your car kind of loses its specialty because it just gets lost in amongst it all. So for me, this was a way, putting the dot on the front surround as how I could stand out amongst the crowd. But yeah, alloys, I'm doing a bit of shopping. Now, I've never really changed the alloys on a car before, so I probably need some help. So anyone got any advice, please let me know. What size are these? Have no clue. I think they're 21s. I don't know. I need to do a little bit more research, but it's something I've been considering and looking at. Now the final bit, does sound good, doesn't it? That was a Cayman 3.4 litre GTS. Hopefully that came across. I thought it sounded pretty good. I was on Auto Trader. Just because I'm keeping the car doesn't mean my personality changes. I switched between Chrono 24, Rightmove and Auto Trader. If you want an insight into my personality, it's those 3 apps that I spend literally my whole life on. So the final 2 things, let's discuss the first thing that I was going to mention, is the stance of the car. This car has no issues with going over speed bumps or anything like that. But I have played with the idea of bringing that down just to be a little bit more awkward, mainly to just change the stance of the car and bring it slightly lower. I think the car does sit fairly high. I mean, if you're looking at the car itself, you can see there's a decent chunk between the actual tyre panel of the car. So it fits in quite nicely, but it could come out and still, I think, fit quite nicely. Spacers are possible. I actually spoke to Dud at Raptor Customs about this, and he said, yeah, it definitely is possible. And they've got some proper stuff, it's not these flimsy Temu versions that you can purchase, some decent ones that won't snap or anything like that and cause damage to the vehicle itself. So spacers, and lower the car slightly by a couple of millimeters. Just again, with those, if I got some new alloys, I really think that would set it out even further. So that's my I've lost count, my third thing. But my last and final thing is something I've wanted to do since I bought this car. I don't know why I didn't do it at the start. I want to say it's money. But yeah, a friend of mine recently did it to his car and I've been obsessed ever since. And it's making me think maybe I should be doing the same. That is to change the color. Now, I'm not talking respray. I'm just talking wrap. Something I've always wanted to do to the car, but just never thought it was worth doing. I'm not sure why there were hesitations, but with the plan to keep the car long term, yeah, I think it's about time we upgraded it a little bit. So yeah, the plan is to change the color of the full body car. I haven't decided where or how to do that just yet. I know Dudley offers wraps as well, so there's the opportunity there. But yeah, if anyone's got any recommendations for places that you've had work really well, do let me know as well. I'm going to explore lots of options, but yeah, a couple of options. I'll do some quick ones. Sunflower yellow was the original, sunflower yellow was the original colour that I was going to go when I first bought the F-Type. I spoke to a guy on Facebook who had an F-Type at the time, lived somewhere in the mountains, not in the UK, had a yellow F-Type, thought it was the coolest thing in the world. That was before they brought out as well the facelifted, which came in a Sorrento yellow. So yeah, yellow is definitely popular. And green, in all honesty. Green is the other colour as well. I really like the new 992.2 GT3 oak green metallic version colour, I think it is. So yeah, so that's on the cards as well. But there's a few things obviously that I know the cosmetic stuff doesn't make a difference to keeping the car updated. That's more the high beam assist, the infotainment system with the CarPlay. But for me, if it's something that I'm going to now be keeping forever, let's make it more customizable, let's make it more for me. And yeah, I think those things would really, really work for me. So those are the things that I'm working on in terms of future-proofing the car. As I mentioned, the car is staying. If you missed the last video, it's up there. I uploaded a short of a bit of behind the scenes that happened during that video. Towards the end of it, I got stuck in a field. Yeah, won't be doing that. That was probably the scariest time ever. I'd literally just finished filming. I thought, I just want to take a quick photo. I'm going to go find somewhere. And yeah, couldn't have gone much worse. But yeah, the reel is on Instagram or whatever. Now, there are a few modifications that I haven't touched on. And actually, I'll touch on them very, very quickly, just before I finish the video. There's an issue with the vents on these cars where the water can get into the supercharger and cause problems, which is basically the issue I had last year somehow. But it was changed under warranty. Now, you can do some upgrades to fix that issue, and that is definitely on the cards. And the other one is the exhaust valve and changing that. Doug's got a really cool system that he was telling me about, where it's proper materials, not the flimsy stuff that they use when the F-Type comes as stock. Doesn't really change anything, but yeah, it's just something that I've been considering as well. But whilst I have no problems, it's gonna sound bad, I'm gonna be reactive rather than preemptive. Can't remember what the word is. But anyway, that's the plan. Thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Please like, comment, and subscribe. If you made it this far in the video, as always, comment 1, 2, 3. Let's go back to there. Comment 1, 2, 3 if you made it this far in the video. I really, really do appreciate it. I'm now going to head off because I've got to go play, well, I say got to. I'm going to go play tennis, hopefully win, and I'll be back with another video next week. Right, been a pleasure. See you next week.